Flight attendants, arm doors for departure.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the captain and crew, welcome aboard this flight. We hope you enjoy flying with us. Before takeoff, we would like to encourage all passengers to watch our cabin crew display the safety features of the aircraft.
Welcome aboard, and thanks for flying with us. We're committed to making your flight safe and comfortable. So before we depart, we'll be showing a brief safety presentation. This information can help you if there's an emergency, so it's important to pay close attention, even if you are a frequent flyer.
All carry-on items should now be stored securely, either in an overhead bin or under the seat in front of you. And all aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas should be clear. Your mobile phones and other electronic devices should be turned off. Once airborne, we'll let you know when you can use approved electronic devices. But note that some items, such as phones, may not be used in flight at any time. You'll find a list of approved electronic devices in the in-flight information section of Sky Magazine. If you're seated at an emergency exit, please review the responsibilities for emergency exit seating on the back of the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket. Are you okay sitting by the emergency exit? If you're unable or prefer not to perform these functions, just let us know, and we'd be happy to find you another seat. As we leave the gate, make sure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release the belt, just lift the top of the buckle or press the latch to release. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. And even if the sign is off, you should keep your seatbelt fastened in case you experience unexpected run there. For everyone's safety, federal regulations require all passengers to comply with the posted placards and lighted signs located throughout the cabin, as well as any crew member instructions. You cannot smoke. I'm so sorry. Smoking is not allowed on any flight, and federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying a restroom smoke detector. There are 6 exits on this plane, 4 doors, 2 on each side, and 2 window exits over the wings. Each door has a detachable slide that can be used for flotation. Life rafts are located in ceiling compartments at the front and center of the plane. All exits are clearly marked with an exit sign. However, if there is a loss of power and cabin visibility is reduced, white emergency lights near the floor will lead you to red lights, which indicate an exit. Please take a moment to find the exits closest to you, and remember, they might be behind you. It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, the panels above your seat will open, revealing oxygen masks. If this happens, reach up and pull a mask toward you until the tube is fully extended. Place the mask over your nose and mouth, slip the elastic strap over your head, and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others. A water evacuation is also unlikely, but just in case, life vests are located under your seats in the economy cabin. If you're seated in the first or business class cabin, the life vests are either between your seats, under your seat, or in a compartment under your armrest. To use, pull the tab to remove the vest from its container, and then open the pouch. Slip the vest over your head. Fasten the 2 straps to the front of the vest, and then adjust the straps loosely around your waist. If your vest has only 1 strap, wrap it around your waist and attach it to the buckle in front. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tab at the bottom of the vest. Or,
flight attendants, prepare for takeoff.
80 knots. V1. Rotate.
Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign has been switched off. However, for your safety we recommend you keep your seatbelt loosely fastened in case of any unexpected turbulence.
Bali Director, Indonesia 773 Heavy, with you at 23,000.
Indonesia 773 Heavy, continuous files, expect the ILS approach runway 27 at Denpasar Ngurah.
Roger, Indonesia 773 Heavy.
Singapore 018, contact Denpasar Ngurah Tower on 118.1.
Contacting Denpasar Ngurah Tower on 118.1, Singapore 018.
ExecJet 746 is 9 nautical miles northeast of Denpasar at 18,100 feet, requesting ILS approach any runway at Denpasar Ngurah. Zulu Alpha Whiskey Lima Super, you're in an active airspace, please contact Bali Director on 119.7. Papa Kilo Golf Romeo Alpha, you're in an active airspace, please contact Bali Director on 119.7. ExecJ 746, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 27 at Denpasar Ngurah. Roger, ExecJet 746. Turkish 6871 Juliet, maintain 160 knots until 4-mile final. Zulu Alpha Whiskey Lima Super is 12 nautical miles south of Letkol Vishnu at 16,700 feet, requesting GPS approach runway 27 at Denpasar Ngurah. Indonesia 719 Heavy is 34 nautical miles southwest of Zainuddin Abdul at 10,200 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 27 at Denpasar Ngurah. Maintain 160 knots until 4-mile final, Turkish 6871 Juliet. Turn right heading 160, descend and maintain 5,000, Indonesia 426 Heavy. ExecJ 746, turn right heading 170, descend and maintain 14,000. Zulu Alpha Whiskey Lima Super, do not exceed 250 knots. Air Canada 6824, turn right heading 240, descend and maintain 5,000, maintain 5,000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 27 approach. Indonesia 719 Heavy, continuous files, expect the ILS approach runway 27 at Denpasar Ngurah. Bali Director, Singapore 317 Super, with you at 4,500. Indonesia 773 Heavy, do not exceed 250 knots.
Do not exceed 250 knots, Indonesia 773 Heavy.
Indonesia 426 Heavy, reduce speed to 200 knots. Reduce speed to 200 knots, Indonesia 426 Heavy. Air Canada 6824, maintain 160 knots until 4-mile final. Turkish 6871 Juliet, contact Denpasar Ngurah Tower on 118.1. Maintain 160 knots until 4-mile final, Air Canada 6824. Contacting Denpasar Ngurah Tower on 118.1, Turkish 6871 Juliet. Papa Kilo Golf Romeo Alpha, you're in an active airspace, please contact Bali Director on 119.7. Indonesia 426 Heavy, turn right heading 180. FedEx 1 Heavy, frequency change approved, good day. Frequency change approved, FedEx 1 Heavy, good day. Turn right heading 180, Indonesia 426 Heavy. Air Canada 6824, contact Denpasar Ngurah Tower on 118.1. Contacting Denpasar Ngurah Tower on 118.1, Air Canada 6824. Thank you, good day, Air Canada 6824. Indonesia 426 Heavy, turn right heading 240, descend and maintain 4,000, maintain 4,000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 27 approach. ExecJ 746, turn left heading 080, descend and maintain 9,000. Papa Kilo Golf Romeo Alpha, you're in an active airspace, please contact Bali Director on 119.7. Turn left heading 080, descend and maintain 9,000, ExecJet 746. turn right heading 240, descend and maintain 4000, maintain 4000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 27, Indonesia 426 heavy. Qatari 771, maintain present speed. Maintain present speed, Qatari 771. Indonesia 719 heavy, maintain present speed. Qatari 771, turn right heading 100, descend and maintain 6000. Turn right heading 100, descend and maintain 6000, Qatari 771. Indonesia 426 heavy, maintain 160 knots until 4 mile final. Bali Director, Papa Hotel Romeo Victor Delta Heavy, with you at 23,000. Maintain present speed, Indonesia 719 heavy. Maintain 160 knots until 4 mile final, Indonesia 426 heavy. Singapore 317 Super, frequency change approved, good day. Papa Hotel Romeo Victor Delta Heavy, radar contact. Frequency change approved, Singapore 317 Super, good day. Papa Hotel Romeo Victor Delta Heavy, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 27 at Denpasar Ngurah. Roger, Papa Hotel Romeo Victor Delta Heavy.
Singapore 018 is 1 nautical miles west of Denpasar Ngurah at 1,600 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 27 at Denpasar Ngurah.
Singapore 018, execute missed approach, turn left heading 240, climb and maintain 4000. Indonesia 773 heavy, reduce speed to 230 knots.
Reduce speed to 230 knots, Indonesia 773 heavy.
Air France 274, radar contact. Roger, Zulu Alpha Whiskey Lima Super. Air France 274, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 27 at Denpasar Ngurah. Roger, Air France 274. Papa Hotel Romeo Victor Delta Heavy, turn right heading 170, descend and maintain 14,000. Turn right heading 170, descend and maintain 14. Indonesia 773 Heavy, turn right heading 100, descend and maintain 6,000. Singapore 018, turn left heading
Turn right heading 100, descend and maintain 6,000, Indonesia 773 heavy.
Emirates 69, proceed on course to Dubai International. Proceed on course, Emirates 69. Indonesia 719 Heavy, descend and maintain 3000, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 27 approach.
Turn left heading 090, Singapore 018.
Qatari 771, reduce speed to 200 knots. Descend and maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 27, Indonesia 719 Heavy. Reduce speed to 200 knots, Qatari 771. Qatari 771, reduce speed to 200 knots. Reduce speed to 200 knots, Qatari 771. Indonesia 426 Heavy, contact Denpasar Ngurah Tower on 118.1. Contacting Denpasar Ngurah Tower on 118.1, Indonesia 426 Heavy. Bali Director, Victor Tango. Indonesia 773 Heavy, turn right heading 170, descend and maintain 4000. Zulu Alpha Whiskey Lima Super.
Turn right heading 170, descend and maintain 4000, Indonesia 773 heavy.
Turn right heading 100, descend and maintain 6000, Zulu Alpha Whiskey Lima Super. Victor Tango Golf Sierra Bravo Super, radar contact. Victor Tango Golf Sierra Bravo Super, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 27 at BAWAL. Roger, Victor Tango Golf Sierra Bravo Super. Exit 746, turn right heading 090. Turn right heading 090, exit jet 746. Indonesia 773 Heavy, reduce speed to 200 knots.
Reduce speed to 200 knots, Indonesia 773 heavy.
Singapore 018, reduce speed to 200 knots. Exit J746, descend and maintain 7000.
Reduce speed to 200 knots, Singapore 018.
Papa Hotel Romeo Victor Delta Heavy, descend and maintain 11,000. Descend and maintain 11,000, Papa Hotel Romeo Victor Delta Heavy. Qatari 771, reduce speed to 180 knots. Reduce speed to 180 knots, Qatari 771. Descend and maintain 7000, exit jet 746. Zulu Alpha Whiskey Lima Super, turn right heading 170, descend and maintain 4000. Turn right heading 170, descend and maintain 4000, Zulu Alpha Whiskey Lima Super. Qatari 771, turn right heading 240, descend and maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 27 approach. Turn right heading 240, descend and maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 27, Qatari 771. Papa Hotel Romeo Victor Delta Heavy, do not exceed 250 knots. Executing missed approach, Air Canada 6824. Air France 274, do not exceed 250 knots. Do not exceed 250 knots, Papa Hotel Romeo Victor Delta Heavy. Thai 77, you're in an active airspace, please contact Bali Director on 119.7. Indonesia 773 Heavy, reduce speed to 180 knots. Thai 77, do not
Reduce speed to 180 knots, Indonesia 773 Heavy.
Papa Hotel Romeo Victor Delta Heavy, turn left heading 100. Do not exceed 250 knots, Thai 77. Turn left heading 100, Papa Hotel Romeo Victor Delta Heavy. American 77 Heavy, requesting ILS approach runway 27 at Denpasar. Indonesia 773 Heavy, turn right heading 240, maintain 4000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 27 approach. Emirates 69, frequency change approved, good day. American 77 Heavy, continuous files, expect the ILS approach runway 27 at Denpasar. Turn left heading 190, descend and maintain 6000, Thai 77. Roger, American 77 Heavy. Qatari 771, contact Denpasar Tower on 118.1. Contacting Denpasar Tower on 118.1, Qatari 771. Zulu Alpha Whiskey Lima Super, reduce speed to 180 knots. Reduce speed to 180 knots, Zulu Alpha Whiskey Lima Super. Thai 77, please follow instructions. Indonesia 773 Heavy, maintain 160 knots until 4 mile final.
Maintain 160 knots until 4 mile final, Indonesia 773 Heavy.
Exit J746, turn right heading 150, descend and maintain 4000. Bali Director, Scooter 10 Heavy, with you at 2100. Papa Hotel Romeo Victor Delta Heavy, descend and maintain 7000. Air Canada 6824, turn left heading 090. Descend and maintain 7000, Papa Hotel Romeo Victor Delta Heavy. Turn left heading 090, Air Canada 6824. Turn right heading 150, descend and maintain 4000, exit jet 746. Scooter 10 Heavy, radar contact. Zulu Alpha Whiskey Lima Super, turn right heading 240. Indonesia 773 Heavy, contact Denpasar Tower.
Contacting Denpasar Tower on 118.1, Indonesia 773 Heavy.
Wilco, Indonesia 426 Heavy. Kuwaiti 225, wind 270 at 12, runway 27, cleared for immediate takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 27, Kuwaiti 225.
Denpasar Ngurah Tower, Indonesia 773 Heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 27.
Indonesia 773 Heavy, wind 270 at 12, number 3, runway 27, cleared to land. Contact
Number 3, cleared to land, runway
Flight
27,
attendants, please
Indonesia
prepare for landing.
773 Heavy.
Super Green 195, line up and wait runway 27. Line up and wait runway 27, Super Green 195. Indonesia 719 Heavy, exit runway when able and contact ground, please expedite.
2500.
Wilco, Indonesia 719 Heavy. Super Green 195, wind 270 at 12, runway 27, cleared for immediate takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 27, Super Green 195. Denpasar Ngurah Tower, Zulu Alpha Whiskey Whiskey Lima Super, inbound on the ILS runway 27. Zulu Alpha Whiskey Whiskey Lima Super, wind 270 at 12, number 3, runway 27, cleared to land. Super Green 195, contact Bali Director on 119.7. Number 3, cleared to land, runway 27, Zulu Alpha Whiskey Whiskey Lima Super. Qatari 771, exit runway when able and contact ground, please expedite. Wilco, Qatari 771. Denpasar Ngurah Tower, Singapore 934, ready for departure at runway 27, departing west.
Denpasar Ngurah Tower, Singapore 018, inbound on the ILS runway 27.
Singapore 934, hold short of runway 27. Holding short runway 27, Singapore 934. Singapore 018, wind 270 at 12, number 3, runway 27, cleared to land.
Number 3, cleared to land, runway 27, Singapore 018.
$200. $100. $50. $40.
Denpasar Ngurah Tower, exit jet 746,
20.
inbound on the ILS runway 27. Exit jet 746, Wind 270 at 12, number 3, runway 27, clear to land. Number 2. Indonesia 773 Heavy, exit runway when able and contact ground.
Wilco, Indonesia 773 Heavy.
For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign has been switched off. Before leaving the aircraft, please ensure that you have all your personal belongings with you.
Denpasar Guru Ground, Qatari 771, request taxi to gate A26 of the North Apron. Denpasar Guru Ground, Korean Air 2, ready to taxi with information Quebec. India Romeo Yankee Alpha November Super, runway 27, taxi via November Papa, November 1, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 27 via November Papa, November 1, India Romeo Yankee Alpha November Super. Korean Air 2, runway 27, taxi via November Papa, November 1, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 27 via November Papa, November 1, Korean Air 2. Qatari 771, stand by. Denpasar Guru Ground, Ukraine International 505, ready for pushback with information Quebec, requesting runway 27. Ukraine International 505, please amend flight plan to include ATC preferred standard instrument departure. Denpasar Ngurah Ground, Korean Air 1, ready to taxi with information Quebec. Korean Air 1, runway 27.
Denpasar Guru Ground, Indonesia 773 Heavy, request taxi to gate A38 of the North Apron.
Qatari 771, thank you. Taxiing to runway 27 via November Papa, November 1. Indonesia 773 Heavy, taxi to North Apron gate A38 via November 5,
Taxiing to North Apron gate A38 via November 5, November Papa, will hold short of November 5, Indonesia 773 Heavy.
Taxiing to runway 27 via November Whiskey 6, November Papa, November 1, Flexjet 12. Indonesia 773 Heavy, hold position.
Holding position, Indonesia 773 Heavy.
Qatari 771, taxi to North Apron gate A25 via. Taxiing to North Apron gate A25 via, Qatari 771. Zulu Alpha Whiskey Lima Super, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxi to parking, Zulu Alpha Whiskey Lima Super. November 985 Echo Oscar, hold position. Holding position, November 985 Echo Oscar. Denpasar Guru Ground, United 219 Heavy, ready to push back with information Quebec. Indonesia 773 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Indonesia 773 Heavy.
United 219 Heavy, hold position.
Denpasar Ngurah Ground, Singapore 018, request taxi to parking.
Singapore 018, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Thank you, good day, India Romeo Yankee Alpha November Super.
Taxi to parking, Singapore 018.
Holding position, United 219 Heavy. United 219 Heavy, pushback approved, tail to the north. Denpasar Ngurah ground, Indonesia 842, ready for pushback with information Quebec. Pushback approved, tail to the north, United 219 Heavy. Indonesia 842, pushback approved, tail to the north. Pushback approved, tail to the north, Indonesia 842. Thank you, good day, Qatari 771. Singapore 018, give way to aircraft on your left.
Give way to aircraft, Singapore 018.
Denpasar Ngurah ground, November 985 Echo Oscar, ready for pushback with information Quebec.
Denpasar Ngurah ground, exit jet 746, request taxi to parking.
November 985 Echo Oscar, pushback approved, tail to the west. Exit J746, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Pushback approved, tail to the west,